Okay guys, how you doing? It's me, the Scaring Fam. As you can see, I got a new mask. It's kind of dusty inside. And get to react to some scary videos. So I'm gonna come back when I have content to look at. Okay, so I got content to look at.
When everything is recorded, life's horrors are bound to be recorded. Encounters with the paranormal, strange animals, encounters with criminals, the murder of an innocent man, and the ravings of a lunatic are just 5 scary things that have been captured for posterity and shared on the internet. These videos will disgust you, scare you, and chill you to your core. These videos contain subjects known to trigger those with anxiety and depression who have been warned. Let's begin.
No,
Number 5. Beeble Fox Unboxing.
Okay guys, so I changed the topic to a different video, and let's just watch this.
Number 7, The Surfer and the Shark. This video footage was uploaded 1 year ago by a YouTuber who calls themselves The Stork. In this video, a drone is flying high above Pismo Beach in California, innocently capturing the local West Coast natural scenery on tape. The drone watches as a dozen surfers or so catch white-crested waves. Then the drone turns around to record the beachfront. It's just another sunny day for this Californian drone enthusiast. That is, until an unexpected guest arrives. The drone turns around again to watch the surfers some more, and that's when it sees a shadowy figure that is lurking just below the water's surface. The shadow is a little hard to make out at first, but there is no mistaking that it's an animal of some sort. The way its tail moves from side to side is a dead giveaway that this is not a friendly dolphin, but rather a shark. None of the surfers notice at all as the shark curiously mills all around them, now only meters away. The drone itself is just as helpless too, completely unable to warn any of them of the grave danger that they were in. One of the surfers starts to swim deeper into the ocean to catch a wave, and the shark starts heading in that very same direction. The drone follows the action and zooms in on them both. You can only see the surfer sitting on his board as the shark inches closer and closer. The surfer appears completely oblivious to what's about to happen as he kicks his feet below, patiently waiting for a wave to ride back. A wave finally does come and the surfer shoots off just before the shark can get close enough to make a meal of him. As he escapes, the shark goes to where the surfer last was and lingers there for a bit longer. Then for some reason it decides to head very fast towards the shoreline as if to follow the surfer. It stops for a moment. It's almost as if it had lost the surfer's trail. Believe it or not, sharks are actually not big fans of eating human flesh. They prefer the taste of much different prey such as fish and seals. However, sharks have been known to curiously take a bite out of humans from time to time just to see how they taste. In most cases, an arm or a leg is the right size for a sampler. If that was the shark's intent, then this surfer was extremely lucky to have caught the wave when he did. He probably has no idea how close he came to becoming a test bite. Maybe he went directly back into the water after the footage ended, still...
Hey, hold up. What the hell? So, shark just don't wanna eat human flesh, but they just taste us. Come on, man, you just waste of time.
Unaware of the threat deep below.
And this is 7th cases. So, remember, hit the like, just smash it, and smash the
Number 6, the Phantom Truck. This footage comes from one of the longest tunnels in Russia, which is also one of the leakiest tunnels as well. Not a good combination at all. Crashes happen here very often as a result, and there's plenty of surveillance footage to go along with as cars, vans, and even buses hit the slippery road and careen straight into walls. There's one brutal accident in
See the
particular,
dog
however,
outside.
that's completely unexplainable. On the day of the accident, the road surface is actually dry for once and traffic is flowing smoothly. A large truck is seen heading in the far right lane when, all of a sudden, a second truck heading in the opposite direction hits the first one on the right side dead on. It almost looks like an ordinary car accident at first, but there's just one thing. There's no opposite lane for the second truck to come from. In fact, there's no room in the tunnel for the second truck to have come from anywhere at all. A frame-by-frame replay of the crash shows how closely the first truck hugs a wall.
Like, hold up. So there's no lineup for the flipping second truck to go in. So tell me how the hell he ended up there.
On its right the whole time, and how the driver absolutely has a clear path ahead. All of the traffic is moving in the same direction too. The driver has nothing in his way 1 second, and then a split second later he is smashed from the right. It is as if the second truck literally passed through the wall to hit
There's a
him,
rule.
though there appears to be no structural damage to the wall itself. Since accidents are so common in this tunnel, this one received little media attention. However, the footage has gained a cult following that continues to puzzle the public to this day. Have there been so many accidents in this tunnel that it's now cursed? Or is there some other explanation for this infamous Russian Phantom truck? Number 5. Tea Time from Beyond the Grave. Michelle Newbold is a shopkeeper who is in charge of the Whitstable Nutrition Center, a health store that's located in a seaside town in the United Kingdom.
1 million
like any good store owner, Michelle regularly reviews her CCTV surveillance footage whenever she gets the chance to make sure that no one is ever stealing, usually once a week. While she had often used the cameras to catch thieves in the past, the last thing Michelle ever expected to catch while reviewing the footage was a ghost, yet that is exactly what happened. In the security video, a customer is reading the label of a box of tea with his head down. Behind him, another box of tea slowly removes itself from the shelf and levitates in midair without him noticing at all. Yet, another box of tea flings itself to the floor, and when the customer bends over and puts it back to where it belongs, the other box of tea hits the ground. It is as if a cheeky poltergeist is playing a mischievous little game with him. For whatever reason, the customer does not mention it.
Let me just... Like... Guys... It's flipping night outside. I told you I was gonna block the picture back. I blocked the door so... Okay. Please sit down. Back to my spot and
Speaking to Michelle as he leaves the store. Maybe he was too spooked, or maybe he didn't want to look like a lunatic in front of store employees as he tried to explain that a ghost was throwing boxes of tea to the floor. After all, what could they really be expected to do about it?
I know.
Yet, despite this paranormal evidence, Michelle continues to deny the presence of ghosts in her store to this day. She can offer no explanation as to what could have possibly caused products to float around in her store in midair, but she is sure that it was no ghost. If this video isn't enough to change her mind, then nothing probably will. Number 4. Magical Disney Deaths. Believe it or not, there have been a lot of deaths and injuries from tourists visiting the wonderful world of Disney. One man died after the train cars broke loose on a roller coaster ride called Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. The lead car separated from the pack as the passengers were going up a climb, and it accidentally landed on the other cars behind it, killing one man and injuring 10 other people. Many of them sadly were children. Another dark Disney accident occurred when a ship's cleat busted loose and clobbered a poor tour.
Hold up. Disney should be a nice place for enjoyment. No flipping crashes, bam, 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 there. Everywhere. Just not there, like. Just stop a minute. it should be a friendly flipping place for people to enjoy, not okay.
Wrist right in the head. It all happened so fast that there was nothing anybody could do. He died in front of a panicking crowd. With these stories and plenty more like them, it's no wonder that the theme park has become legendary for countless ghost sightings. However, none of the park's ghosts have ever been recorded until fairly recently. The video shows 4 security monitors watching over the property late at night. In the top left monitor, a ghostly figure materializes from out of nowhere in a small burst of intense white light. The apparition walks at a brisk pace down the walkway and appears on the second monitor, then the third and the fourth until it is completely out of sight. The strange figure seems to shimmer in the light the whole time and is more or less see-through. There is no mistaking its human-like stance either. You can't really see any clothes, but this definitely appears to be an upright figure going for a midnight stroll. Was the figure a casualty of the park or a camera malfunction? Maybe Walt Disney himself? Could it be a small paranormal world after all?
But I'm not scared of anything.
The creature known as Bigfoot. When Roger Patterson and his friend, Bob Gimlin, first set out to find Bigfoot, they never expected to accidentally stumble upon him so easily on the first day. Armed on horseback with a video camera and a single gun between the two of them, the pair set out into the woods to find the elusive creature known as Bigfoot. According to their stories, in late October of 1967, they were heading upstream when Roger's horse sensed danger. It bucked and brayed and was hard to control for about 30 seconds straight before it calmed down enough to resume the search. A short while later, they both saw a 7-foot creature crouching near the water about 25 feet ahead of them. Roger told his friend Bob to get the gun out and protect him while he got the...
Okay guys, this could be end of the video. Second part, if we get 10 likes, we can make part 2. So, if you do that, then thank you. So, hit that like button, comment down below what you think of the video, and see you next time. Love you.